next guest is a very funny comedian you know from shows like I Think You Should Leave and Saturday Night Live. His latest stand-up special, Brooks Wheelan, Alive in Alaska, is available for early access now on 800poundgorillamedia.com and will be everywhere for free on November 12th. Please welcome back to the show our very good friend, Brooks Wheelan, everybody. Welcome back, buddy. I'm so happy you're here.
Dude, this rocks. Thanks.
It's very nice. You know, we used to see each other all the time, and now, and then we didn't see each other at all.
No,
and
for a long, long
seeing
time.
Each other once a month. We, you, John Oliver, and I are doing a residency at the Beacon Theater.
All three of us are just as important.
Okay.
The audience is split three ways.
There's a lot of Brooksters.
Yes.
A lot of Sethers and a lot of Johns.
Yep. When the Johns are mean.
Yeah. Oh, they're the
Fans
mean
are
ones.
mean. They just yell, more news.
It is a delightful monthly extravaganza.
It's so
when
fun.
we're
Once
together.
a month, I get to come hang out with you guys.
And the Beacon is a weird connective tissue for both me and John, because we met during your 1 year in SNL.
Yes, you brought me to New York City to do Saturday Night Live. Then you left and started this show. No, thank you. Left me to dry at SNL. I got bounced. It's really a Saturday Night Live show tonight, I realize.
Yeah, it's SNL. You, me, Molly Shannon.
Molly Shannon, luminaries. So I met John out here, and then you brought me here, then I met John. And so the Beacon shows are really fun because, like, you brought me, and then John was nice to me.
Yeah.
You were
I was nice to you.
You were very nice to me, then you left. And the Beacon is nuts because I have my last night in New York was at the Beacon. I was opening for John, and then I failed at Saturday Night Live. And
you were leaving the next day for LA,
leaving
right?
the next day. I shipped all my stuff to LA from New York City, and I stayed one more day to go open for John. And what happened was we did the show, and I got really sad on the train ride home from the show from the Beacon, because I was like, frick. I failed in New York. Like, I really felt that way. It was hard.
Yeah.
It stinks to get fired off that show. I don't know if you ever fired off SNL, but dang, it'll hurt your feelings. So I was on the train ride home from the Beacon, and this really happened. I was on the F train. I got really sad. It's my last night in New York. I was here around 2 years, and I was like, man, I failed. And I started crying, and then I saw like a person playing a violin on the 4th Street stop, and I was on the F train, and I was like, that's beautiful, and I used to think that was annoying, and it's my fault I didn't enjoy New York City because I was so stressed out, and I hated New York, and blamed New York for everything. I started crying, being like, I really should have tried harder here to enjoy my time like on SNL and in this crazy city. And a woman came over, she saw that I was crying really hard, and she put her hand on my shoulder, and in that moment, I was like, see, like, New Yorkers are nice.
Yeah.
They care for each other. And I looked up at her and I was sobbing. And she looked down and she said, I saw you at the Beacon, you didn't do that bad. What? What? It's like, that's not why I thought I did great. Oh my God, yeah.
Now I should note, I've been lucky enough to also be on the road with you over the years, but not as much as John. You and John go out, you guys do shows together.
We're super close, and when you join us, we both say we have to be on our best behavior because Daddy Seth is coming.
We did a show in Las Vegas last year for New Year's Eve. Here, John and I think you thought it was nice that we took ass live forever, if you can't tell what that sweatshirt is. And you were like, take a picture with that sweatshirt. I've done 2 stand-up specials. I have a new one just came out. And both
Congratulations.
Thank you. Very nice.
It's a new special.
But you opened for me both of my taping nights, and that's a huge night. And,
really
and you were
fun.
fantastic.
Yes, and I opened for you for your specials. I went to Alaska. So you shot yours in Minneapolis and in Chicago.
Yeah.
I was brave enough to go there to open for you.
Yeah.
I went to Alaska, asked you if you would want to open for me. No.
Yeah, hard no.
Wouldn't do it.
Hard no.
I said we could split a room. Split.
What I love about you is you are an agent of chaos. And given the chance of where to shoot a stand-up special, you decided to do 2 straight weeks of shows, not in, like, Anchorage.
No.
But, like, in little towns.
I did a massive tour of Alaska because I wanted to open up the special with 5 new minutes on Alaska.
Yeah.
And I felt like I needed to be there for 2 weeks to write 5 minutes.
Yeah, and you had a great 5 minutes.
It was fun, yeah.
Genuinely.
So I did McCarthy, Juneau, Sitka, Cordova, Talkeetna, Fairbanks, Soldotna, and then finished in Anchorage. And it was the worst idea I've ever had in my life.
Yeah.
Disastrous for money. We lived on a boat for a little bit. None of it was fun. I'll never do it again.
Yeah.
And I'm glad the special's out.
Beautiful. Like, Alaska looks beautiful, but you're also, it seems like your takeaway is like, don't go there.
No, go, but don't do what I did. Just have fun.
Oh, I see.
Don't turn it into work. We'd wake up and be like, the next show is 900 miles away. And like 2 plane rides.
You did something that is in, there's some beautiful shots of what the Alaska you're living before you go on stage.
Yeah.
Now, I want to show this video. You reach into the water and you pull a fish out.
Yeah, this is in the ocean in Sitka.
Now, have you done this before?
No.
And how many times did you try it before the video?
None. These fish were so slow.
So, this is for real the first time you tried to do this?
Yes.
All right, let's watch Brooks.
Yeah. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Boom. It looks impressive to us.
Yeah, of course. I'm blown away.
But in Alaska, they're like, yeah. They're dying. Like, that's what they told me. They're like, the salmon are dying. I'm like, what's that mean? Like, I never did this before, you know?
Nobody was like, oh my God, you're gifted.
No, they were like having conversation. Like, they were talking about dating in Sitka while I was doing Castaway.
And nobody cared.
No one cared at all. Because, like, nothing can impress people in Alaska. They've seen it. They're like, yeah, grow up.
Well, I think this is going to impress everybody here.
Okay.
You are dear friends with Tim Robinson.
Yes, our dear friend, Tim Robinson.
Zach Cannon.
Dear friend, Zach Cannon.
Co-creators of I Think You Should Leave.
Yes.
You guys are in you have a fantasy draft, but for spiders.
No. Kind of. We're in a spider league.
Okay, spider league.
But you have to catch the spiders.
You catch the spiders?
No.
Okay.
So what you do, we have a bug identifier app, and also Fredley Brown and Adam Peacock are in the spider league.
Okay, so it's a 5-person. So if you want to do this, you need 4 friends.
Yes. 4 friends who get the app. It's pay to play.
Okay.
And then if you see a spider, you take a photo of it. It identifies it. You send it to Spider League chat. That's your spider. It's part of your roster, and then you battle everybody with your spiders.
But obviously, since you don't have the spider, it's just a hypothetical battle?
The only people who need to understand it are the people in Spider League.
Okay. But you did want to talk about it.
I like Spider League a lot, and I'm pretty excited to talk about Spider League.
So wait, does this mean that you didn't Google this, you saw this?
No, I saw this, and Spider League hasn't accepted it because they saw it before Spider League started.
Oh, no.
I know. I would be ranked #1 with this.
So is there a chance that you started Spider League because you saw this?
No, Spider League started because Tim Robinson has a catch and release thing because he's very nice animals. And we saw a spider in his house, caught and released it, took a photo, said, that's my spider. I battle with it now. We started Spider League.
Gotcha. And they wouldn't allow you to add a spider you found before Spider League?
Tim says that's from the zoo. It's not from the zoo. That's from Carrizo Plain.
Is there a lot of issues in Spider League of people
Yes.
going to the zoo and taking pictures of spiders?
Well, people are always saying they're going to do it.
And so what is your current 5 people in Spider League? What's your current standing?
They say I'm last, and I don't think so. I think me talking about Spider League on television like this gets me to at least 2 or 3. I have a praying mantis. They say that's not allowed, but I'm like, it eats heads.
Brooks, I'm just finding out about Spider League, and even I know a praying mantis is not allowed.
Okay.
It's famously not a spider, Brooks.
Right.
What kind of Spider League are you running?
I'm not running it. Tim's the commissioner. He's winning right now, too. He's got a brown widow.
Where's he getting a brown widow?
He said he found it dead, but it counts. I don't think it counts. You find a dead spider?
You found a dead spider and he's using it?
And also, when you find the spider, you screen grab, you send everybody, and Tim's phone is always dead. Like, it's got like 2% left.
Yeah.
And we say it's because he's been out all night looking for spiders.
It's the dead giveaway.
Yeah.
somebody's got a 2%er, that's mean they've been on a spider chase.
Yeah, they've been on spider night all night.
Just wearing a little headlamp looking for a spider.
Yes, shout out to Spider League. I'm #1 now. I talked about it on TV the most, so.
Great. Buddy, I'm very excited. I get to see you doing stand-up at the Beacon in November again. Yep. This special is fantastic.
Thank you.
I loved it so very much. You guys, Brooks Wheelan, alive in Alaska. Now we'll be right back.